And the WIPO authority says power supply from regenerating plants has been reduced in order to protect the turbines from potential damage. And we're going back to the phone lines, and I do have the public relations officer of WIPO authority, Wabila Salifo, on the line. Good afternoon and thanks for your time.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your television viewers as well.
All right, now what is the current state of the plant now?
Currently, as we said in our press release yesterday, we currently operating at a minimum operating level. That is, the reservoir elevation is at 168 meters above sea level. And we are currently also getting inflows into the reservoir. Over the years, studies have shown that the hydrology of the black water during the period of May and June will get minimal inflows into the reservoir. So, as I speak to you now, the Bull generation station is currently producing power, but then at a very the production is low because we are getting very little inflows now.
Now, was the authority outstretched to produce more than its capacity?
To answer your question, let me take you a little bit back. The Bui Reservoir, the formation of the lake started in June 2011, and by October 2013, we had reached a reservoir elevation of 177.91. And normally, when you have water of this nature, what you need to do is to use the water judiciously such that the water will last you during the dry season of 2014 until the next rainy season. And so based on this, WIPO authority drew up a generation plan for the period between January to June. And as you rightly said, our generation plan was to produce 1.44 gigawatts of power per day. And if we were to do that, what it meant was that we're going to reach a water elevation of 171 by June 2014. But then somewhere in last year November, if you recall, the nation had an energy problem because some energy sources were not available, and so at the request of Gridco, WIPO authority was to temporarily increase its generation, and that's how come we had an overdraft drawdown of the lake from the original 1.44 gigawatt hour per day to 3.66.
Now,
and so yes.
You of course you know that you are working with turbines and you're also working with water. Weren't you aware, or didn't you foresee such a thing happening in the future? I'm talking about what we're seeing now.
Yeah, we did, but like I told you, we had a generation plan based on the reservoir elevation of 177.91. But like I also told you, somewhere in November last year, because of our energy difficulties, Gridco, which by law can request any of the suppliers increase their production, rightfully requested WIPO authority to increase production from the original 1.44 gigawatt hour per day to 3.66. So what has happened is that it's an overdraft that has led us to attain the minimum operating level at this time of the year. If we had gone by the original plan, somewhere in June this year, we'll still be above the minimum operating level of 168.
Which you still didn't go by. So does it mean that even though you had decided to go by what Gridco told you, there wasn't any other emergency plan put in place so that in case this comes up, you might be able to manage the situation properly?
No, currently we are managing it. We've not shut down. We are still producing power, but the point is that it's not prudent to produce power below the minimum operating level. When you do that, then you're opening the dam up for damage. And so what we are currently doing is that we are still producing power, but then it's at a low production because we are getting little inflow into the reservoir.
And if there isn't enough rain inflow, what happens then?
At least, like I told you, the black water hydrology, May, June, we get little inflow. We're hoping that around July, August, going into October, we're going to have an increasing flow into the reservoir.
And if it doesn't happen, that's what I'm asking.
I'll take you back to my original explanation, which I said, whenever you have water in the reservoir, the key word is to utilize the water judiciously. Because you are aware that when the rainy season ends, there will be a drought period, and then there will be another rainy season. And so whatever generation plan you put in place, it should be such that it will last you through the drought period till the next rainy season.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much indeed for your time. I have been speaking with Public Relations Officer of the Will Power Authority, Wobela Salifo.